All right, guys. Morning of the 33rd. So 33rd day here. We're about a little less than 2 days from Panama now. I've had to slow the yacht down a little bit. You can see there's those two big blops on the radar there are storms. And then the one in front of me there is a ship, actually. I can actually see him on the horizon now. Stabilizers the last few hours have worked good. What I've done is I've backed down the gain a little bit, and then we slowed the yacht down, and it seemed to help a little bit. Engines are running good. Seas are on our beam, on our port beam. We're getting hit just exactly what they called for, the 2 to 4s. Occasionally we get a little bit bigger one that'll knock us, especially if the stabilizers aren't working or we have to reset them, which we've had to do quite frequently over the Saturday here. Today is actually Sunday. I don't know if you can see that moon just popped up right here, so the sky should be pretty bright here in a little while. And the ship is right over here as well. Got ourselves into a little squall here. You can kind of see it on the radar there. That's pretty cool when you can see them coming at you on the radar and then actually come. It's not going to hurt this boat to get a little freshwater rinse off either. I can promise you that. I just went and did my engine room check. You guys saw that. Everything was normal in there. The seas had picked back up. And we've learned about our stabilizers that we lose that port wing when it gets a little bit rougher out. Because we just went like 4 or 5 hours with no problems at all. But also we were in a little bit calmer. Just a little bit calmer sea state than this. So it does matter. The sea state matters. So like when we need them the most, that's what it's. That left wing is failing. There's definitely an issue with it. What are you cooking us today?
Chicken and beans.
Chicken and beans. That looks really good. It smells really, really good. I'm also learning a lot of. I've heard in the comments, a few of the comments, people asking, "Hey, how come you're not up on the fly bridge? It's freaking hot out here. We're getting close to the equator, and it's steamy. Yeah, that's a good word for it. And so we're adapting and learning how to keep the front of this thing cool." And it actually is working. And plus up there's no ventilation. It's all built for Alaska, so we can't open up the screens and get airflow through there. But even if you could, it's so freaking hot. I mean, you're sitting there in 85, 90 degree weather. So that's the reason we don't go up there. As it gets cooler in the Pacific, we'll probably be up there more, I would imagine. But right now, in the heat, no bueno. Stabilizers are doing much better today, but also the seas are a little bit calmer. And I think it's kind of learning itself. And you can see right here, we're just about getting out of this little current patch here. I don't know how many hours we got. but I'm gonna guess we have somewhere around 2 to 3 hours. We should get into some even much better sea conditions. And all in all, the Chris Parker weather forecast was absolutely freaking spot on. Like, he didn't miss a wave, he didn't miss a current, he didn't miss anything. Are you coming back from, did you just get up from your little nap?
Yeah, kind of. It's like the Tang Gong River out here. It's getting a little rough out here.
Something in the Viet Cong.
Yeah. Jeez.
It's not too bad.
Yeah.
Starting to settle down a little bit.
Yeah.
Every once in a while we'll get a little banger that'll push us like that.
Pop,
Little pop. It'll push us pretty good. Boom, look at that one coming down. Oh, it wasn't too bad. It is working those stabilizers good.
They are getting a workout.
Yes, they are. See, we're just about getting out of that current that we want to get out of. Still got a few hours, believe it or not. It's still a long ways, but about 8 o'clock. So about 3 more hours.
It's not a long ride. I don't care what anybody says.
That's 1,300 miles, Chief. 1,300 the day, Jane. This is like riding in the Viet Cong for.
Chief, let me tell you something.
Let's hear it, Chief.
We got a long ways to go.
Yeah, this is only the start of the trip, believe it or not. Woo!
We gotta keep old Bang Bang here running.
You gotta keep old. I think this was a good shakedown cruise, and I'm pretty happy. There's a couple things I've got to. There's a couple things that I'm going to
10%.
Look at when we get to Panama.
Oh, yeah. 90%.
Houston, we have a problem. Ruh-roh. Looks like we got a bolt came loose on the steering, and catch it before it comes apart here, because that could be a serious issue. So we're going to come down here and see what kind of repair we can do on it. Nice catch. What happened is these bolts are coming loose right here. This one came out. So what we're going to do is tighten those back down, and then when I get to Panama, what I'll probably do is just get 2 longer bolts and then put nuts on the back side. Everything is nice and dry in here, so there's no leaking anywhere, so that's good. So all we have to do is just tighten up these nuts right here. And we'll just check these every day. And then, like I said, when I get to Panama, I might look for some longer ones of these bolts, and then I can put nuts on the back side, and that will not happen. Why we need to keep it vigilant on our checks all the time. I'm glad you opened that up. He's looking for water in the bilge there. There was no water in the bilge, but he saw those bolts getting loose on that steering rod. And so tightening those up, huge catch. And yeah, nice job. And when somebody comes yelling at you, shut the boat down, Chief.
What?
Because a little less. I guess it was okay.
Serious, didn't you?
Yeah, I took it serious.
Hey, did we shut the boat down?
Yeah, we shut the boat down.
Okay.
You can really see we're starting to come out of this current right here, and as we come out, we'll gain more and more speed because we're fighting the current. Now we're not going to be fighting the current, so now we'll start to get back up to 9, possibly even up to 10 miles an hour at some points. Anyway, super nice. And then that's pretty much it to Panama. That Panama is that little yellow dot. He's cooking us dinner and 200 miles to go.
Time to get jacked up. We're getting
Chad just made the announcement. Woo!
We're getting a little punchy out here.
Hey, can you get a horn or something, Chad? Yeah! Woohoo! A lot more as we get closer and closer to Panama. We're seeing a lot more trash in the water. Gotta be very careful of these things. That's a big log right there. We don't want to hit stuff like that. Hopefully, it's right on this edge of this current is what we're hoping. And we're going to be out of that current in probably a couple of hours. You guys can see that that's an AIS target right there. You see them on the radar, and then you see them out here on the water. It's a big ship.
That's a hell of a thing, man.
Day 33, guys. We're learning and growing with the yacht. That last thing you saw with Pete there, finding that those couple bolts loose on the steering was a huge thing, and also talking to the stabilizer guys, trying to get those dialed in and online correctly. Look at this beautiful sunset tonight. Gorgeous. A lot of debris in the water, but we just got out of the channel, or the current. You see, this is our windward side. It is pretty windy over here. These waves are supposed to calm down a little bit. They don't look bad in the videos, and they're really not. Had fairly decent seas all day today. Yesterday was absolutely our worst day. Today hasn't been too bad. There's a big one right there. Boom. That boy's gonna hit us. Be glad to get out of these beam seas. Well, guys, end of day 33. Not a lot of drama. We're about 130 miles outside of Panama right now. I called our agent yesterday, or emailed him, let him know that we're coming in. You can see the couple of these are just rainstorms out here on the water. Boat's been running really, really good, real quiet, real smooth today. We found when we fixed that steering issue, that was causing a little bit of a vibration, and so that was making a little bit of noise. But that's all gone. Tightening up those bolts back there. Anyway, peace out. Make sure you guys hit that like and subscribe. Share with your friends. Thank you so much. Remember, live life with no regrets. I do. And thank you so much for watching. I do appreciate it. Bye.